Lately I've seen popping out from my YouTube homepage a plethora of videos about people regretting their sneakers. And I thought to myself that while I do too have my own regrets, I think that I also have shoes that I will buy all over again. So, to differ myself from the masses, I've decided to compile a list of shoes that I do not regret buying. Starting off with the Superstar cloth collaboration by Edison Cheng. For me, this was love at first sight. I always loved the elevated version of regular sneakers, and I love the concept of something more classy and premium that you can also wear with a suit. Obviously, I had to pull the trigger on this, and even though I already own the Quondo ones, these are on a whole another level. While these, even though they might look comfortable, these are definitely not. These, on the other hand, are just perfect. I mean, don't expect to have that much comfort with a patent leather shoe, but you can stay on your feet the whole day without ever regretting putting this on. Then we have this New Balance Hero V9. I had a lot of New Balances during my lifetime, and I always end up returning or selling them because they never met my expectation. These, on the other hand, these are terrific. I'm also seriously considering making a video about them. This is a trail running shoe. You can also use this for casual wear. They are so breathable, stable, and honestly even good looking. This is the gray colorway, and about this because they wouldn't look so beaten up after muddy running. These are just perfect. I'm also using this for some kind of a hardcore trekking, and trust me when I say that they are very stable. Overall, I think I will drop a review on these very soon, so stay tuned for that. Then an actual sneaker I actually bought a couple of times. The most knowledgeable of you already know what's inside this shoebox. I'm obviously talking about Air Forces ones. I know a lot of people are going to say, yeah, that's just a regular Air Force One, and yeah, why not? They look good, they are comfortable, and they're just overall a great shoe that can go with almost every outfit. You can dress this up, you can dress this down. I don't see why you shouldn't buy one of these. In fact, this is actually my third pair. This is a collaboration between Nocta and Nike. Even though a lot of people are going to say, it's a classic, everybody always has an Air Force One, just don't care about what they're saying. This is an incredible shoe. I will definitely buy another one after I trash this up. Then I would say the ASICS Gel Trainer 21 Awake New York. Actually, I got these almost half a year before they dropped. I think 5 months to be exactly. I think these just look good. This is a very comfortable shoe, and I actually had to clean them up for this video because I used these so much that they got pretty trashed up. The materials are very nice, the overall comfort is great. I remember walking with these and catching a lot of attention into sneaker stores. This also comes with a pair of extra laces. I think the color blocking and everything else is just great. I've always been a fan of ASICS, but this just blew my expectation away. These are incredible. Sneakers that I actually tried to buy again a couple of times are these Converse in collaboration with Dolph Lafleur. I've always been a huge Tyler, the Creator fan, and when they first dropped in 2018 and I think the beginning of 2019, I know I had to pull the trigger on these. Honestly, they're not the most comfortable shoe in the world. They also get dirty, being leather and so on and so forth, but the quality of materials, the color of these shoes and the overall aesthetic is just perfect. I wouldn't mind wearing these for a full week straight just because they look good. Yeah, I'm not saying that they are uncomfortable. These are Converse, we all know how Converse feels. But this is such a nice shoe and even looks like one of these new luxury sneakers. Overall, I love this shoe. I think I will buy another pair straight away after this video. The only problem is that the resale market is too high, in my opinion. Being the sneakerhead that I am, I obviously have a pair of obscure sneakers that almost nobody knows about. This is a collaboration between Jam, an Italian brand, and Vibram. The result is this boot-like shoe made of rubber. Even though they don't look like it, they are very, very comfortable. They are also waterproof, and I also use them a lot during snowy day in the winter. I even use them to do some winter trekking one time. And they are just really stable, very sturdy, and even though they are definitely not breathable, you can almost do everything in this. As you can see, by the sole being almost flat, I really use this. The idea behind this was to streamline the production as smooth as possible with less phases as possible, and I think they really did a good job. This is kind of a prototype. I really like this. Another shoe that needs to be mentioned are these Adidas Gazelle. This is the Benito colorway in collaboration with Bad Bunny. The reason why this made the list is that they kept me from buying the Margiela military replica sneakers. Honestly speaking, a lot of people are just hating on these colorways. Just think about the Sambas and the popularity it got. But overall, you have to think about that this is a really good style. The sneaker is a very good quality one. I'm not only talking about this one in particular, I'm also talking about the Sambas. All this hate because it got TikTok popular, I think, yeah, it can be justified, but also at the same time, it's a good product that's gonna last you a very long time. And overall, if the luxury option alternative are the Margielas, you can't really go wrong with this. A couple of honorable mentions must be almost every Easy that I own. I would also throw into the mix the Cortez and the Dunks. The only problem with these shoes are that while the Dunks I almost use them only for skating, so I will eventually end up buying another pair, is that the quality is just not there. I mean, you can buy them all over again, but they're not really worth your money anymore, unless you find them on sale. In that case, go for it. I don't think this next shoe needs any introduction at all. I'm obviously talking about the Yeezy 700 in the Wave Runner colorway. What can I say that hasn't already been said before? I just love the color blocking. They're also very comfortable and very durable. Being wide foot friendly also helps me out by not destroying my feet. I use this a lot, especially during summer. I really can't see my collection without a pair of these. Yeah, we can make an argument that they are very pricey, but also at the same time, I think it's kind of justified. Overall, I like almost every sneaker that I purchase. As I said in a previous video, I recommend to buy sneakers that you're going to wear, and most importantly, sneakers that you like, instead of becoming an hoarder. I'm not saying that I always bought sneakers that I love. I too had my own miscalculations along the way, and to just pin down the ones that I would actually buy over and over again was more difficult than I thought it would be. In conclusion, if it's comfortable, if it's stylish, or if overall it's a well-balanced sneaker with a classic look, I don't see why you shouldn't buy another pair if you enjoy them. And yeah, that was it. Thank you for watching.